Is that better? That's better. Thank you, everyone. OBS, how we love thee. Let's start that again. Good morning, everyone. And I was just telling Legion I'm not late. I was bang on time. Right, you can hear me now. Don't lie, Legion, don't lie. How is everyone doing? Nice to have you all here. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday morning from New Zealand. Saturday afternoon and evening for the rest of you. Pretty much the rest of you, unless you're an early rising Australian. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Nice to see so many of you in here, and nice to be able to bring you another look at the Goweil DLC. Now, we're kind of intertwining it a little bit with the Canadian cattle farmer today. We should be over harvesting some corn, maize. No, what are we doing? Grass maize. Grass silage. Grass maize. And grass silage. Yos, how you doing, mate? Thank you for your membership and extending that 5 months. Whew. Gosh, by the time I meet you at FarmCon, it'll be 9 months and the baby will be due. Looking forward to that. But yes, we should be harvesting some grass silage, picking that up and loading it in. But we've got a demo. We're going to try this out. Interestingly, I've picked up a couple of contracts, and once I had the DLC, and this is what I like. You can't see, but I borrowed equipment, and one of them was using the Goweil, the square wrapper, the round wrapper, the combi wrapper. That one in there. So that was part of the contract, which was pretty cool. So, anyhow, we're not going to get anything done unless we get some grass mowed. So we've got 2 contracts to do down on these 2 fields, which is fields 218 and 215, I think. Right down the bottom, right down here, those 2. So have a bit of a play, see what happens with doing some of the different things. I've obviously tried the stationary wrappers myself, but haven't tried any of the other ones. I'm actually interested in trying the 3-point linkage wrapper, or the front loader wrapper, and the stationary wrapper as well. So we're actually going to do quite a bit of unwrapped grass silage today. Right, let's bring that up because I want to change our swath mode. Now I need to be careful as well because we've got Maize Plus turned on. I have tested it. Maize Plus does not work with the stationary balers. You can't put any fill type in there other than the nominated ones, which I guess to some extent makes sense, but otherwise won't. Now I need to use my memory and figure out which button to change the swath mode because I can never remember. Right. No, we're not turning the lights on. It's one of these. I know it is. No, we don't want to turn the music on. Which button is it again? Oh my goodness. I was playing around with it the other night and I figured it out, and now I can't figure it out. Control Y. Thank you, Scooter. Control Y. So what's dropping? Thank you. Thank you. It's a good start, isn't it? Alright, hello everyone. Braden, how are you doing? Yos, welcome along, mate. Legion, good to see you as well. Waylon, hello. Scooter's here. Thank you for your help, Scooter. Much appreciated. Let's see if we can get in here and start doing some mowing. Very close, these trees. There we go. Alright, looks like we're getting some grass, which is good. So I might do a lap, and then I might actually set this up on course play, just so we can get into trying out and testing the balers. Which is the main aim of the game. I saw Brittle Fibre was here as well. Good to see you. Base State Simulations. Nice to see you, Tanner. How you doing? Pleasure to have you here as well. Bovine, good morning. Love that crone mower. So, we went to the local field days yesterday, Central District's field days, and met Bovine. It was just nice to lovely to meet you, mate. Met young Floyd, which was also a pleasure. He is he's a little star, he is. And we actually, I knew they were going to be there, and I knew there was a chance to bump into him. See, he is also one of the proud owners of a little Argsy gaming minifigure. We took that along and gave it to him, and apparently it got shown to pretty much every trade stall there was at the show. So if they didn't know who Argsy Gaming was, my #1 fan has gone through and made sure he's shown them. So Floyd, thank you mate, it was nice to meet you. You wore him out, he's still asleep. Well, if he wakes up in the next couple of hours while I'm still live, let me know and we'll say hello. Anyhow, they had one of these there, big chrome mower, and yeah, big bit of kit. I see it in person, it's pretty cool. Yeah, nice to have you here right from the start, Legion. Nice to have you wiling me up. Hey, Run Aside, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. A little bit of a FarmCon update for anyone who is interested. We caught the travel agents on Friday and we now have a travel plan that we've not quite locked in. We need to double check that my parents are able to have our children for a couple of weeks. But we're getting closer to some dates and that, which hopefully might give us the opportunity, if you are going in the Edinburgh region, to if you're not going to be at FarmCon, to catch up. Looks like we might have the better part of a week or 4 or 5 days in Edinburgh, so might be an opportunity there for a beer and a catch up somewhere local. Tell you what, it's not going to take us long to mow this, so we'll just do it all ourselves. I'm your #1 fan. It's close, Chinook. You haven't met Floyd. We bumped into them a little bit later on, and he brought himself a little packet of licorice. It's one of the food stalls, and he came over and gave me a couple of bits of licorice. So I think that tops it. Which for him is a big thing. Buying the licorice or sharing it with someone. Both one. Yeah, he's a cool kid. Cool kid. It's lovely to meet your wife and daughter as well. Very cool. I was talking to FSG last night. Don't ask about Hannah and Deanna last night. Gosh. You didn't get any, you only paid for it. Oh, I do feel special then. You know how you have those, you know, last week's Hannah and Deanna was a dream. Everything just went as well as you could expect it to. Well, last night was the complete and utter opposite. I think we were both just about ready to completely give up and quit, but we soldiered on, persevered, and yeah, but I was having a chat to him then about, you know, what it's like to actually meet someone you've got to know through YouTube or something. And he was saying at FarmCon that was the most surreal experience, having people come up knowing who you were and you've got no idea who they are. Like even though I knew you were going to be there, bovine, having you someone actually say hi Argsy, it was a bit strange. Yeah, #1 fan, Chinook, thank you mate. How about we say you're tired? Well, I can have 2 #1 fans, can't I? You are ridiculously generous, and I appreciate it. Thank you, mate. So I do, and I didn't put it in the title because I don't want people just joining because of the giveaways, but I'm going to give away a couple of the Goweil DLC codes tonight, this morning, whatever it is. So we'll sort something out for those in a little while. Oh, you just spotted me as the last second, yeah. Well, you knew what you were looking for. I had no idea. By age category. People born on the day that you were born, Chinook, you're my #1 fan. Hey, Aussie William. Good morning, mate. How you doing? Mr. Maltese Panda, good evening from Malta. If I know where it is. It's over there. That way. Hey, Eric, how are you? Welcome in. Licorice is quite tough to beat, Chilliwack. It is very tough. You didn't give me anything to work with in terms of description. Eric's joining us from Switzerland. Switzerland, Sweden. I read Sweden and then said Switzerland. It was a late night, let's put it this way. I think we spent the first 40 minutes of the stream, of the recording session with FSG trying to figure out a technical issue he was having. And from there on it just became a bit of a train wreck once we got things going. So what would normally have taken us 2 hours, I think we spent the better part of 3 hours getting done. Not in the least bit stalker-like. I did give him a pretty good description. I was wearing the hat, so. Yeah, but I took a whole heap of footage there. To the point where my wife and kids had just about seen the whole show and I was only about halfway through it because I was stopping and checking things out. But that's alright. We got there in the end. But some pretty cool bits of kit. Got to see it 8RX in the flesh. It was pretty cool. Until you've stood next to one, the scale and size of them, you just cannot fathom. It was immense. Had a class which had triple tyres on the back of it, which you wouldn't normally see in New Zealand, but it was just a promo thing for Trelleborg. But heaps of equipment that you just not, like this Crone mower that we just normally see, a couple of Volvo excavators, all sorts of different stuff that's you've seen and experienced in farming sim. It's pretty cool. Big case tractors, fence Massies, Vultra. The nice and seeing actually this one here. Which is it? The light tractor. That one there. Seeing that green in the flesh is pretty cool. Pardon? Yeah, off you go. Yeah, seeing that green in the flesh was pretty cool. The All Blacks jersey is spotted first. Yeah, you can say hi to them, Legion. Would you like another couple? I'm happy to throw them on a plane and send them your way at the moment. You're around farm machines all the time. You agree, seeing them in person is just fun. Oh, it is. Like I'd never actually seen into the back of a muck spreader and seen how they actually work, and I was like, wow, look at that. It's actually just a whole lot of big bits of steel on the back of a chain that spin around and flick it out onto the discs and then fire it in all sorts of directions. It was, in terms of agricultural and technology, it was pretty agricultural. They had a spraying drone. Like, the spraying drone was pretty awesome. That was pretty cool, but it's kit. And there was a automated tractor for working in vineyards and things like that. Well, anywhere really, but working in vineyards, which was impressive to see. Both of those in New Zealand tech, I think, which is awesome. What was the other thing? Oh, and then contrast that with all the old equipment. They've got a vintage machinery club who take all their stuff over. Collection of old farm hauls and old steam engines and things like that. Pretty cool. Can't even get a refund on your own kids. I know the feeling, but I like the flight diverted somewhere. I'm sure the moment will change, Chilliwack. I mean, nasty job going when the spreader chains get caught up. I imagine it would be. What are you la-ing for, Yos? You're a smurf. You're becoming a smurf. La 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 la. Taking screenshots for a new mod. I actually saw your bale textures. They look pretty cool. Little thumbnails. I've done it often enough to say it definitely is. Speaking from experience. There we go. I said it wouldn't take too long to do this field. Probably be still setting up courseplay if I decided to do it that way. Base game texture. Alright, boom. Look at that. Magic. So I'm going to run this field. This field I reckon we might do mostly with the smaller baler. And give that a whirl, because then I can use the different bale wrappers. And the other field we might just run around in the bigger baler with the combi wrapper. And then I haven't got any equipment to actually use the stationary baler, but there was something I wanted to test out with that which I didn't test last time. We'll see. The firewood mod would be awesome, Scooter. FSG and I were talking about that the other day as well. Just how that's missed. Alright, ooh, that's quite a drop down in there. We'll sneak through this way. Mowers that are too big for the field. I like how the drop on these mowers is timed with the front mower, back mower, so you drop it pretty much on the spot. Pretty cool. With the old farm coming back, yeah, it would be awesome, wouldn't it, Legion? It would be. No, firewood mod looks perfect. Was perfect. Not gonna lie, I have actually downloaded the FS19 version and unzipped it and looked at it and it's like, how does it work? And then as soon as I see all the Lua code and everything like that, it just got deleted. I was like, that's well outside your realms of possibilities, Argsy. Don't even try. Oh, it's our favourite former police officer, Mr. Rusty Money Gaming. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you are having a good weekend. I was thinking with your new job, you must be not far away from really gearing up with things getting busy with planting season and things like that. Or are you finding that it's busy at the moment because everyone's doing all their maintenance and trailing to winter? New trees in 22 mess with it quite a bit. That would make sense. That would make sense. I'm still surprised that not a clever modder hasn't come through and redone it. I did see, was it, because it was Royal Modding who did the original one, I did see that someone recently released a mod that was a Royal Modding mod from 19 with their permission. I can't remember which mod it was and who released it, but that was pretty interesting to see. So they're obviously open to their mods being converted. Yeah, indeed. If only we knew some that knew more than we did, eh, Legion? I think it'll be a hit. Actually, have a chat to the FSG guys. Legion. Get their clever brains thinking about it. I reckon they'd be perfect candidates for it. Be right up their alley. Cleaning the kitchen and listening in. You're a good man. Good man, Rusty. So April's the busiest time in the shop, is it, Rusty? Big question is, I haven't really talked to you about it. Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the new role? Change of pace, change of scenery, everything that comes with it. The new challenges of learning new things. Still adjusting, lots to learn. Fair enough. Like anything though, isn't it? If you're keen and wanting to learn, it makes it all that much easier. Something you're interested in, which is cool. Finally catching on at making hydraulic hoses as well. Ooh, there's a skill to add to the resume. Hydraulic hose fixer-upper. He's so used to dealing with all sorts of pressure as a police officer, but making hydraulic hoses should be a piece of cake. Alright, there we are. Fields mowed. So, let's move on with some baling. So, we'll turn that off. So we've got a bit of equipment. This came with the contract. This is what we borrowed. The merger there and the bale wagon. Obviously don't need the merger because of the mower we've used. But we are going to make a start. We're going to make a start with the little G1 F125. Get the name right. And we're going to wrap some grass, make some grass bales. So that is going to be our first task in here. Hydraulic hose fixer-upper. I think it's got a ring to it, doesn't it? So we'll see how we go with this. Now I'm assuming we can't change bale sizes with this one. I'm pretty sure this just did the one size, didn't it? Let's have a look. Look in the shop. I know that it's just the 125, as does that one. So the main difference between these two suckers, and the only difference I've been able to find, is the bale size. This one, the LT Master, only does the 125, but the Vario Master will go up to a 150 centimeter wrapped bale as well as just a standard bale. So apart from everything else, both 20,000 litres, both 120 horsepower requirements. This one weighs a ton more, but that doesn't mean much in this. So, I guess we'll just turn on automatic drop. Do we want automatic drop on? Don't know. Maybe not. Let's just go. Let's just go and see what happens. Right behind the old girl here. Oh, that's filled up pretty quick. What button is that asking me to turn automatic drop on? I'll do it this way. Z. Hey Trio, how you doing? It's the testing of high pressure hydraulic hoses, that's the fun part. I watched a video. They were testing the inflatable space station that they're constructing, which is their idea for working on creating a new moon base and things like that, and they tested that to destruction. It was pretty cool when it went pop. Likewise when they've tested some of the tanks and things like that for the other bits and pieces. We're running low on diesel here in the reactor. Now this is going to be interesting actually, because I've got Maze Plus. See, it's doing this as picking this up as wet grass. What's this telling me this bale is? Grass fresh. So do you know what? I reckon that's going to be a problem. Grass fresh, and so Maize Plus is really going to screw with this thing because it just doesn't take anything. So those bales won't go in. So I'm just going to actually, before we go any further, I'm going to test this and make sure we can wrap them. We should be able to. Good to see the Goweil. I completely walked past that bovine. Was there Goweil stuff there? Ah. I was on the lookout too. I was like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to see some. Which exhibitor had that? Oh, I'm bummed now. Look at how many bales we've made over that short distance. It's going to take a long time. Alright. Oh yeah. Yes, we're good. I thought we would be fine because this is just uses the same bale wrapper as the Maize Plus bales would. I mean, you can do that. No issues, so. That's good. The automatic drop on that one, and of course it's got a nice bale turner. Bale turner is good, particularly when you use these bale grabs. Makes it so much easier. Alright, you know what, we could actually, we'll see. We'll leave that running for a bit. We could actually set up some, set up course play to wrap the bales. He lost track of where I was at the whole thing by then. Yeah, oh, that's a shame. I bet you I'll go back and look at my video and go, oh look, there it is. And realise I'd stood right next to it or something. Hey, Gentleman's Gaming, how you doing? Excuse me just a second. Tell you what, it's going to be a slow boat to Ireland at this rate, and they wouldn't even get on a plane. A couple of balers I'd have a good look at as we were shopping for a new car by then. Ah, what were you looking at? Some nice cars there too. Hey, Pro Farmer, how you doing? Welcome along. Oh. Just ignore me. This is where the combi bale is going to come in good, but I think even with these size bales, it's not going to keep up the speed we're having to stop and drop. Here we go. Should be pretty synced, Gentleman's Gaming. I'm just behind, like you say. Mazda BT50 is a possibility at this stage. I didn't actually look at the Mazda side, I didn't look at the Ford side either. We were on a mission. It's actually impossible. Like, we were looking for stuff and like, oh, we hadn't actually seen the Fonterra tent, and it was like, oh, we've missed a whole aisle where the Fonterra guys were. And then you walk down that one and go, oh, we missed that too. Did you find the model tractor tent? The model barn. They had some cool stuff. Right, talk about stop and go. Missed a bit. How many bales here? I can see. So the one down by the wrapper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is it? 11 bales already. Holy. Oh, they were packing up as you were leaving. That's... you were there for a long time. Alright. So I don't know how many bales we have to deliver, and I actually don't know where we have to deliver them for this contract either, but it'll take quite a while running at this pace. Particularly if I miss some of the grass. Get back online. What a good yield. This is impressive. I like the long grass on this map too. Big tall grass, it was awesome. So as always, nice to have everyone here. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. We will be at some point very soon. We're going to give away a couple of codes for the DLC, the Goweil pack standalone rather than the season pass. So we'll do that sometime soon. So stay tuned. It'll be a keyword to put in. Not sure what it'll be yet, but... And, yeah, we're going to try and take a look at some of the other equipment as well. But if you're enjoying things, make sure you've dropped a thumbs up on the video. Also wanted to say a big thank you to G-Portal, who have come on board and are sponsoring the stream today, which is nice. So we'll do have a little message from them to play in just a little while as well. But we'll do that at a time where it's not going to disrupt or interrupt the flow of things. Westpart was having to go back to the other end with Floyd to find the John Deere guys. I actually wanted to get a John Deere hat, but they didn't have any. I was disappointed the Case guys were holding on to hats when we went and looked at the Case and New Holland stand, and I was kind of angling to get one, but it wasn't forthcoming. You haven't played much Farm Sim since you were last messaging. Been rather busy and also wanted to finish Elden Ring. Fair enough, mate. You got to find time for these different games. Lucked out that I couldn't get one. Thanks to the writers, producers, and director. Yes, indeed. You got to pay credit to everyone, don't you? The support crew, of course the roadies as well. How about number one fan? What, a hat for number one fan? Or are you saying you should be saying thanks to the number one fan? Make a tea and you'll have your full attention. Nice. Not coffee. Floyd got a Case one, the John Deere guys gave him a cat for one of the implement manufacturers, and he got a John Deere high-vis. Awesome. I'm number one fan for the code. Possibly. Possibly. Look at that lineup of bales, that's stupid. Goodness. I think we might be using the combi wrapper at this stage, or else we're going to be spending the rest of the stream wrapping things. That is an impressive chunk of bales. And it's going to be fun. CFSG and I are going to do a stream tomorrow. This time tomorrow for about an hour. Just have a bit of a play around with some of the stuff, probably with the stationary balers, and just see what we can do with those. See if we can break them. Alright. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go and try the other baler now. Let's see how that one goes. That's already hooked up to the fence, isn't it? It is. They even had to... They even, you know, manufacturer's pride, they even planted some special grass in here for the for their equipment. It wasn't good enough to plant on this basic meadow grass. Right, hi ho, let's go. Home Valley Farmer, good evening, welcome along, nice to have you here. Hope all is well in the great state of Finland. By state I do mean country. Yeah, bumpy that is on the pickup. It's interesting, that slides in. That's pretty cool. It's different to a lot of other balers. A lot of other ones just roll it out onto the roll it out onto a platform. And we're gonna have to press Control Z. Get our automatic drop turned on. Ooh. Why is that stuck? That's interesting. I'm getting stuck on. That's weird. It's weird how that's bouncing around so much. It's almost like it's needs a higher hitch or something. Tractor's too small for it or something, but this is the baler that came with the contract paired with this tractor. Hey, Pleasant View Farms, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Must have a huge rock in the field. Feels like it, doesn't it? Don't know why it's sat there stationary for quite so long. This baler is something people need to get used to. What's to get used to for it? Yos? Apart from the fact it slides in. It looks quite funny there with the hollow. Yeah, I hadn't picked up previously on a different animation. That's quite different really, isn't it? And see, I thought I'd stopped again and had an issue with the bale. Not quite. There's no option for the baler in the shop or anything. I'm going to try it on a different track drive. See if it is the hitch height. It doesn't seem right. We've had contracts where the supplied equipment weren't compatible with each other. Interesting. Hey, Chumpy, how you doing? Good to have you here. Look, it's stuck. Doesn't seem right, does it? I'm going to head back down here. I'm going to set it up on one of the other tractors and try it out with, we've got the Kubota down there, we've got the John Deere down there. We're going to try it on a couple of others, see what happens. I'll get another tractor, Stevie. But certainly intrigued as to why that's happening. Hey Daryl, how you doing? Here for 4 minutes before your next work task, but hello. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Is there a button that allows the front end to go up and down? I don't think so. No, left mouse button, right mouse button, what does that do? Apart from bring up auto drive, which is annoying. I need to turn that off in the settings. No, where do we need to go? Courseplay settings. Oh dear Courseplay gods, please change this to be global. That is all. Oh, look, there we go. Look. I stand corrected. There you go, Chumpy, thank you. Problem solved. Oops. Except I carried on going without picking grass up. Oh look, you can pick up grass in reverse with this one. Ah, much better. It looks a bit funky now, being that high up, but that's certainly solved that issue. Awesome. The wrapping sound is hypnotising. I was thinking that when I first played with the stationary baler, that was the first thing I thought of, is that the wrapping sound just sounded authentically good. It's like when you get your cling film out in the kitchen to wrap your sandwiches up. "100% multiplayer, Yos. I've told everyone else the code, but you haven't got it." I wonder how many people would look for that option, Chumpy, and not just jump to the same conclusion I did to say it's broke, not working. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same, having heard the same sounds before. Runner did. That's exactly what it sounds like. You saw another YouTube video review. Oh, there we go. Community helping the community. Love it. Hey Mike, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Alright, does mean I can finish my headland now. We'll do that from the other end. Let's just... This is... bale... heaven, if you like bales. How many? We've already made 15 with this one. Crazy numbers. I think we might have to go get the semi and put the auto load bale trailer on at this rate. That's pretty cool, isn't it? On that stretch when it's put the knife down to cut it and tear it, and when it pulls away. That's pretty impressive. I mean, we knew that they've made huge improvements with sound in 22, but that's taking it to another level, really. Even the fact, you know, it speeds up and slows down with the just ignore me. It speeds up and slows down with the speed the wrapper's going around. Very nice. And we've got the rounder wrapped bales mod on from Holo as well. So these get that sort of nice rounded edge rather than that boxy square edge. Two games brought you in by pure level of detail, original Red Dead and FS19. The original Red Dead was just epic. Like, I couldn't get into the second one. I don't know why. I think my I've been like that with lots of sort of those bigger open world games, Red Dead, GTA. I've tried to play them, but I get dragged away by, I don't know, normally multiplayer games, to be honest. First person shooters, that sort of fast instant reward, but should try and find some time. Like I've never played Last of Us either, and I still haven't watched the series, but I'd love to watch the series and play the game. You know, when the level of detail they put in certain features, the game has to be good. Yeah, and that's what impressed me most with the stationary balers as well, Mike, was the level of detail and the use of the switches and gadgets and sort of things that probably, you know, the level of detail they put into the interface and stuff. It's pretty cool. Right, we'll get the rest of this headland done. Pay attention. Genesis X Gaming. Hello Argsy, how are you doing? I'm playing at this map, but on mine alfalfa does not seem to grow, don't even germinate. So, what I've figured out, Genesis, I've had the same problem. With my clover. These two clover fields haven't grown at all yet. Yeah, I had this alfalfa field over here grew, and it's to do with when you plant. So I think the way I've figured it out, right, you've got this planting window. Your alfalfa and clover down here are both in sync. If you plant late in the year, August, September, October, then it will grow here. But if you plant in this part of the window, it don't grow. And I think it's because the planting window outlives the harvesting window. You see all the rest of them here? Pretty much they all have plant, harvest, plant, harvest, plant, harvest. There's not this sort of overlap of length, quite the same. I think that's the problem. So if you fast forwarded 12 months, you'll find your clover or alfalfa would grow, because I've done exactly the same. I fast forwarded, planted clover here, it hadn't germinated, still hasn't germinated in June. Skipped forward 12 months, and by the time I get to March, it's germinated. Or it might even do it in October and then start growing through here to be ready to harvest in that window. So yeah, something to do with that. I've had a look on the map growth XML to see if I could figure out what it is that's not working, comparing it to grass and that, but I haven't figured it out yet. Probably need to compare it to some other maps as well to see how they've done it and see if I can fix it that way, but that's the reason. So it will grow, it will germinate, you just got to wait 12 months. Or use EasyDev, which is what I've had suggested to me. Pizza for dinner. Nice one, Rusty. Yes, plant late. So you do need to, once things have been harvested, so once you've harvested your mow and your alfalfa and clover, if that's what you've got, you need to mulch it to get it to regrow again. We did that in a couple of episodes ago on this series, if you want to go back and check that out. Our alfalfa field, but yeah, the clover hasn't grown at all, but it purely comes down to a timing thing with the growth calendar. EasyDev is such a lifesaver for PC players. It certainly is. So that was also you know, a bit of insider knowledge, that was also part of the problems we had on Hunter, Indiana last night, that our game save after having 3 weeks of no issues spat the dummy, and we'd lost all our progress from last week. So we actually had to go through and figure out how much corn we'd put in the bins and how much corn we'd put in the feed mill, and easy dev that in with the production points, and then we had to figure out, and then we had to change the field state on those two fields to being harvested, and it was just it was a bit of a nightmare. The whole thing, Rusty, he must be hungry. Oh, too soon. I can't read chat and drive at the same time because the bales fill up too quick. Yes, to your question, Scooter. If it's the Giants link, then yes. The Games Planet 1 does as well. So they should both work. If you're into a challenge, Elden Ring is probably the hardest game you've played in a long time. Is that right? Red Dead, GTA, either go online to pay to play ruins. Yeah. I played a bit of GTA online, but just with mates doing the heists. That was a bit of fun. I hadn't actually thought about mulching the clover before it's even germinated. It just feels wrong running a mulch over a dirt field, but could be something to test out. Currently watching a series and playing this map because of it. Nice. It's a cool map, I like it. Hey Daniel, how are you? Good to see you. Done and ordered. Cheers, Scooter. Appreciate the support, mate. Legend. It does have a good wrap time, Rusty. That was one thing I was saying before, you know, we're filling up our bales so quick, but we're not having to wait for the wrapper to finish. It's more the animation here that's open, slide it in and out. But that was probably the quickest transition we've done from dumping to, but you know, we're a full bale. So that one there we were just too fast. And generally it's been pretty good. Look at the bales, it's silly. My nieces call it marshmallow farming because they look like a whole lot of marshmallows out there. Even better when you've got a wrapper that's got the pink wrap on it and you get the pink and white. So I'm actually a little bit annoyed that I've got Maize Plus on this one because in fact we might test it. Well, I know how I can test it. We'll just spawn a grass bale. We've got another field to do yet, at least it's only a little one. So I'm intrigued actually, the yeah, that wrapper over there, I knew what to expect with that. The stationary wrapper I'm more fascinated with, how that's going to work. And also the fork mounted one. You actually get quite some efficiencies. I wonder, you could run around with... I'll try that actually. Just thinking you could run around with the bale wrapper there on the back of the Kubota, wrap a bale, go and pick up another grass bale, take it to the stationary wrapper, wrap on the stationary bale, drop your wrapped bale off there and go pick up 2 more. Bit of trucking around, but... Hey trucker man, how you doing? Bit late for coffee, Yoss, fair enough. Need a Red Bull. Bit early for Red Bull, Chinook. Even if you are coming off night shift. Okay. Or to find a cruise control speed that lands you dropping before the new bale finishes, save some stop and go where. Well, I have to stop and go anyhow. Mike, this isn't a fast baler, so I have to stop regardless of whether the bale's finished. So like with that one dropped, I still have to stop to let the bale do its thing. But I know what you mean, there'd be less sitting around, but you're still governed by the speed of the baler and wrapper. Nope, doesn't drop on the move. And yes, it is shite. And then you've got to remember if you're driving to go again once it's dropped it and starts wrapping. That really is where that Vicon fast baler that came out in 19 was quite possibly one of the greatest round balers ever. Alright, how many bales are we up to on this one? Are we going to get close to 100 bales? What are we up to? 46, we probably will by the time we're done. Catch you later, Trio Gaming. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Could in theory add that to all balers. In theory, I suppose you could, couldn't you? Because it's just a part of the code which fills up a chamber and then transfers it. I guess so. Just having a look in the back of a New Holland round baler yesterday, explaining to the kids how it worked. I think I sounded clever. Didn't someone test and show it wasn't really faster, even accounting for stop and go time? I don't know. Because it runs slower than the 11 miles per hour we can do with this, doesn't it? Yeah, that'd be an interesting test actually, if it has or hasn't been done. Coffee helps you sleep. Alright, we'll get this field finished and then we'll do a little giveaway for 2 of the codes. 2 Goweil DLC codes. PC only, of course. So bear that in mind when you're putting your name down. It would be great if Giants could have a shop front within the game where you can buy the code, buy the DLC, and you could use your creator code through that. That would be epic. Much like Epic does with things like Fortnite. Real speed mod. Heavier swaths cause it to slow the tractor. It is a load based one, isn't it? That's right. Look at that, you can pre-order your copy of the Goweil DLC using the link in the Nightbot. All in all though, it's a nice baler. It's a challenge. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, well, we've got bale wrappers and that sort of thing, so it's a challenge because the giants need to have manufacturers who are prepared to come on board as well. I don't know why you wouldn't be, but you know, it's a pretty big market out there, the grass handling market, so if they can find someone who's prepared to join the family and put forward information and share that sort of stuff, then yeah, I shouldn't really care what they do, what manufacturer it is. Just be not appreciative that it brings something new to the game. And the fact that you get different features like the stationary baler in this one is good. Can't let you look back on the previous DLCs with like the Kubota pack bringing the passenger mod and Vermeer with the bale count and auto drop, those kind of things. Just told Floyd you said he was your #1 fan. Sorry, Chilliwack. He says you're his #1 streamer. Nice one. Morning, Floyd. If you're up and about, buddy, pleasure to meet you yesterday. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. I hear you got a few goodies out of different people, some hats and things. I'm very envious that you managed to do that. Very cool though. Is the DLC PC only 100%? In fact, it's Switch only. I've had to crack my game and hack it to bits to be able to play this for you. The rapper sound is ASMR, isn't it? What about if can I do it in stereo? Change what chair it's in. It's even better when you're using one of the little wrappers that doesn't have the tractor engine revving as high as it is for this. Righty ho. Couple of short little passes to finish off with, which is good. Good thing you asked. I always bought it, but glad I didn't lose my money for Xbox. You also ask all the important questions. He's a master at figuring out what people want to know and misleading them. This is a skill. He has a particular set of what is a peculiar set of skills? It's probably appropriate. He has a peculiar set of skills. He will direct misinformation to you. You will find it less than helpful. And you will want to find him. Peculiar definitely fits. It does, it does. Right. Swing around, pick up this little bit of grass. Lift the pickup, get down here a bit faster, and should be what? This bale and one more maybe? I reckon. This one and one more. This one and two more. 1.5 more. I'm going based on spacings from the other bales. You hope the profit from these bales is worth the sheer number I've made. This field was a $20,000 contract runner, so we'll wait and see. Oh, we're going to get two more. Oh, what are we up to on this one? 65 bales. And what did we make on the first one? 15? 16? Go and check again. In fact, we'll do it the easy way. How many have we made in the session? Stats page. 93 bales produced total. Probably enough to make a fourth one if I went around and picked up all these little patches. I'm not going to bother getting them all. These couple on the way. Alright. Tally ho. Get some wrapping done. Floyd would like to know why you only wear your glasses on YouTube. Because I need them when I'm sitting this close to a computer screen. But normally my eyes are just fine, but yeah, when I'm this close. Or am I? Almost an arm's length. So that is the only reason why? Okay, happy days. So, let us go over here. Take that off. So we've got the stationary baler here. I want to test this one out. I haven't used this yet, so I'd be intrigued to see what this does. How it works and everything like that. Right. Do we need to turn it on? Turn on automatic drop. We need to unfold it. Folding is not allowed while the tool is attached. Huh. Really? Unfold bale wrapper. Folding is not allowed while the tool is attached. I know this one's meant to be standalone, but can I go and stand next to a control panel or something? Nothing there. Just looking to see if there's any triggers. Should watch FSG's video properly, shouldn't I? Oh, there's an unfold option. I can't unfold it. You operate standalone without entering it. But where's the controls for it, Yoss? Oh, there we go. Hang on. Unfold bale wrapper. Ah, gotcha. There it is. Turn on automatic drop. That's what I thought it worked automatically. I didn't have the controls, but it was because I was on my controller setting. So, well, let's see what happens. We shall go and grab a grab. In fact, you know what we could do? In fact, let's try this. I'm going to do this completely around the wrong way. Put it on there. This one can go on the back. Alright. It's just interesting it didn't give me an option for picking it up. So, let's see. So this is meant to be a square grab, but any reason why you can't use it with round bales? No, there you go. Alright, let's try this as well. Unfold that one. Now, does this automatically pick it up? It does. Why have I lost my... Oh, because we're not on there. Right. I suppose you don't want automatic drop on this one, do you? Now, it doesn't matter which way we load this in from. On the back. Can we lift it high enough to get it in from this? Not on that side. Now we could get it higher. Drop that right down. Open it up. Drop it as low as we can. Now, we let that go. There we go. That'll start wrapping, and then we can drop this. What's drop button? Thing of doing this, there's too many buttons to press, and I've got to jump between all my different all the different things all at once. But not the most efficient way to do it. And now I had automatic drop turned on, so I don't like that. Turn off automatic drop on that one. So this one's going to be quite labour intensive because of course I'm going to have to go around the other side and move that bale now too. Grab it. There we go. Oh, forward Argsy. So, it's cool. I like it. I like the way it just sits there and works, but the fact you've got to be here and loading it, and that was the thing with the stationary balers, that's why using the auto draw, other auto load trailers or putting it next to the shed seemed like a good option for me. Where it would really shine, and I think, would be doing this. So we're going to drop that off, lift that up. Not check anymore. You don't check anymore. I've sorted it. Thank you, Yoss. Oh, this doesn't like having no weight on the back of it. See? Yoinks. Turn that on. Needs to get someone to do a good sim dash for that. Yeah, indeed. Right, so we're going to run around and pick all these up and then bring them over here next to the wrapper. Because I reckon that'll be where you can be loading and unloading. In fact, it'll be a bit of fun. And maybe that's something FSG I'll do. Load from one of us is loading, one of us is unloading on the other side. These bales are so close, even this isn't going to be able to keep up. Oh, close. A big rig Frosty Gaming. Good morning to you, sir. Or good afternoon. How are you? Nice to have you here. Hope all is going well in your little part of the world. Heard FSG knows what he's talking about. Taught him everything he knows, runner. Everything he knows. Which is probably why he doesn't know much. You like that we can now pick up with the forage wagon and still get bales? Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. That will be pretty cool. I think that's going to be the fastest way pick up with the forage wagon, park the stationary baler in front of the shed, and unload straight into it. I reckon that's going to be the de facto use for this kind of thing. Or on the edge of the field, if your sheds are too far away, on the edge of a field with an auto load trailer. I reckon that'll win the day. Done alright, Big Rig. Nice, mate. Or Frosty. Frosty, as you seem to be referred to more often. Oh, I didn't actually expect to be able to pick all of the grass bales up on this loop. There you go. Which way are we going to unload it? Go around that way. Alright, actually, I did say we were going to do our giveaway, didn't I? Oh. Oh, come on. Right, let's park that there. Unload the bales. Rookie mistake, always fold your tools. Yes, lesson learnt, runner. Thank you. Alright, now I'm going to drop this off. While this is doing this, I reckon we will try. Clear that course, collect wrap bales. Our target field is 218. Let's just see if generate a course. Yeah. Bale wrap and collect. Target. That'll do. Field position. That'll do. Only wrapped. That'll do. Start the job. Alright, you go do a thing. Lesson learnt. Wrap it wrapped. Folded. Right, so before we do this, let's jump in here, get into Nightbot, find the right little box, keyword. Right, there we are. So 2 copies of the Goweil DLC for PC will be given away. So we'll do them both. We'll do one now. We'll do one a little bit later on. But keyword is G Portal. They are very generously sponsoring today's stream. So we'll use G Portal there as your keywords. Put it into chat and we'll give it a few minutes and then we'll roll it. No hyphen, all just one word, just G Portal. There you go, as Runner Side's done it. I know where he's going. He's out of fuel. He's going to go fuel himself up. Or just ignore that. Clever though, isn't it, that he had to go and refuel himself? We're just gonna ignore that for now. We'll cheat some fuel in. Yos, get out of here. Banned with those kind of words in chat. lost on the map. You're not wrong, Pro Farmer. Not wrong. Right, we're just gonna give him a helping hand. Over here, we'll just put 50 litres in. There we go. It didn't remember our target. It has remembered our target. Right. There you go. Go do your thing, mate. We'll jump back over here. Too many controls. There we go. Is that one gonna... see, this is where it's going to get annoying. Having that on the back is not going to be very helpful. Because they use the same controls, I can't be in the tractor like I am now and get it to do its thing. But yeah, 2 people would definitely be the sweet spot for this, because I'm going to have to run all the way around the other side. Move a bale. Before it will drop the next one. And then you got to go and stack it, and then I don't have another bale already on. And then you're coming back and moving again. Don't have another bale on. Lots and lots of handling. And you can't do it from this angle. Yep. So, my take on this, 2 people. 2 people would be the sweet spot to be using this. Or, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go grab a truck. That one there. Truck and auto load trailer, and park that and see if we can get that to work. Bale storage shed. Yeah, that would be the other option, scooter. Oh, we've got the other truck parked over there. Let's use that one then. Need 3 people. Hey Nismo, how are you, mate? Alright, so we'll just get this back over there, and then, like I said, G Portal in the chat for a chance to win a copy of the DLC for just the Goweil pack, not the Year 2 Season Pass this time. So put your details in there if you're interested, and we'll roll it in a couple of minutes. Alright, it's close enough. See how that goes. I did unfortunately put the bales in the wrong position with the trailer though. I would have been much better off doing them on a different angle. Get this baler out of the way too. Alright. Also doesn't work very well with this grab because you wouldn't be putting your bales in that way. It's an interesting observation. It would be very difficult to pick a bale up and put it in the way that they want it put in. Doesn't quite seem natural. Is it going to tip? Yeah, see, this is the problem I had with this as an auto load trailer. The way this trailer is scripted with the collisions, it doesn't like it. Whereas the other one wasn't quite so bad. it will tip. I'm not close enough. So, it won't work with this one. Also annoying. No. So, we'll go back to this. I'm doing it with this one, I think. This is not ideal. Ah, I was wanting to get over here. Oh, too low, too low. I put the roller on the back of this. Maybe I shouldn't have. I'm going to 100% deliberately deconstruct this pile, by the way. I've now got to remember how... No, let's not drop that. How do I drop? Unload rail bale. Why? No, it only worked with the side tip. It's when the bales... Oh, okay, so actually... That is a good point. I wonder if it would work if I park beside the wrapper. Not close enough. Let's nose in and do that. Alright, 2 seconds and we'll roll that prize. Ah, picked it up. Alright, I'm just going to cheat this one on. Do this. The bale in there. Super Argsy, see what happens. Right, while that's doing that, let's have a look here at who we have in the prize. The prize pool, so let's roll it and see who's going to win a copy of the Goweil DLC. Good luck, everyone. Haha, look at that. It's rigged. Rigged, I say. Congratulations, Legion. There you go, mate. If you're not on our Discord, can you join? I'll send you a... send me a message or something like that. Exclamation mark Discord to join. Get in there and we'll be able to connect. So, it unloaded, but it didn't... Oops. Someone's still got auto... super strength on. So it unloaded, but it didn't actually pick it up. So let's see. We need to get closer. Congrats, mate. Well deserved. You demand a recount. First time you've ever won anything. Oh, there we go. No, that's not close enough. Still not close enough. There we go. Right, that's close enough. Let's try one more. Let's see what happens this time. It's not even going to wrap this time. What's happening now? Whoopie days. Not wrapping because it was too close to the truck. No, we won't turn that off because we're still... Was I still holding the bale? Yeah, it's still not going to drop though. So, yeah, drop area is blocked by another object. So that's not going to work. Oh, I thought when it had gone into the wrapper, it had taken it out of my hands. Clearly not. Thank you, Yoss. Oh. Trying to do things too fast now. Right, what is going on here? Right, hey Hanzak, how are you, man? Advice from experience. Yeah, just get in there and pick up a bale. Made this infinitely harder than it should have been. Argsy, breaking things so you guys don't have to. Bale, yeah, bale wrapper for the win. Wrapped bales for the win. Combi baler. Alright, here we go, that was a little bit better, wasn't it? Oh, I'm still getting used to not putting this thing down too far. It goes too low. See, I've got a roller on the back. Put that down and it rolls on the ground. Try putting the stationary wrapper on the dirt part, then see if the bales roll down. You got up on this. Yeah, I like that. Let's go give that a try. Oh, we've still got some super strength activated. So I turn it off after all that. You put it right on the edge of here. Go grab a bale, see if they roll down the hill. Build a ramp in the middle of your field. See what happens. A mess is always just a normal Argsy string. And tip kits, any good? The stationary balers are cool. Whee! There you go, you just need to do it in a field that's got a big slope on the side of it. Then you can use your auto load truck, park it at the bottom of the hill, the bale will roll into it. Close enough. There we go, that was. Try one more. The stationary balers are cool. I think for general Joe blogs, these, like the stationary wrapper, and that's just going to be too labour intensive. So it just has to be basically babysat the whole time. And some people might like doing that. There we go. That works. like a fun DLC. Really selling it for you, my scooter. Look, I think, honest opinion, the new features that come with the stationary balers, they are cool, and I think they will be a lot of fun to do. Multiplayer, some of this will be pretty fun to do when you're actually working together to achieve a task. But generally someone on their own, I think, is going to find it. Like, look at how many bales, because they're only small bales. Like, we've got over 100, almost 100 bales on this field. You're not going to want to do those all on your own. Like, let's be fair, you're going to want to do it the most straightforward, easy way possible. And using the stationary wrapper or anything like that, probably not going to be it. If we were actually in the field, having two wrappers like this, like one on the front, one on the back, I can actually see that being a cool option. Just to get things done faster. I'm gonna get stuck now. Get out of my way. That'll do it. Yeah, like if we hadn't collected all these bales up and we were just driving around using them, doing the wrapping just in a normal row, I think this would be pretty cool. Yep, pickup wagon and the loose bales. Even if you're, PC player and you want to do forage bales with it and things like that, could be pretty cool too, but... Ooh, chunky. Oh, come on. Alright. Bunk. Alright, let's go and figure out where we need to take these, because we need to get them sold and finish the contract off. And we've also got a whole other field to do yet. Right. Yes, the stationary baler. Yeah, I noticed that too, Scooter. I hadn't actually noticed, but if you've got a 50,000 litre baler, trailer, even though it's only 20,000 litres, the trailer will continue to dump once the product comes out of the trailer. That was clever. I was suitably impressed with that, because I thought 20,000 litres isn't a huge amount. But, yeah. That is pretty cool. This is the only DLC you're considering buying. It's, I mean, it's right up your alley with what you do, that's for sure. Bale bowling coming through. Alright, let's see where we've got to take these now. And go for a haul. Just there. Animal dealer. I am going to guess. That's why it's got that there. This one's animal dealer. That one's biogas. We'll go to the BGA first. Just because that's the bigger contract and that's the field we've done. Where is the BGA on this map? Oh, we're going to go for a big drive, are we? Right up the top there. Okay, that's alright. We'll go see some scenery. Stationary balers from 19 got converted. Not that I know of, Mark. Not that I know of. There was it Peppy956 had started work on a Goweil pack for 22, or he might have started work on it for 19, and then was going to do it for 22 as well, but that's the only one I know of. Actually, they were part of Global Companies. No, there was one that was released on ModHub. It was green, stationary baler. It wasn't a global company one, I don't think, was it? I remember that now. I remember playing around with it. It was in one of my top 10 mod videos. Top 10 of the month mod videos. I remember using it on Calmston Farms now. Not Calmston Farms, Challington Valley. Hope there's no train truck coming. Yeah, the one you're thinking about, yeah, so there was two. There's the static placeable ones for Global Company, and then the one that was released on Mod Hub, which was a tow behind stationary baler. Wraps are really only for small amounts of grass that you don't want done in bulk in places you cannot take bulk gear. And beef farmers who don't need huge amounts of feed to feed out to smaller mobs of animals. Because we've certainly got plenty of access on our farm for silage, but for winter feed, wrapped bales are much better. No need to feed bulk. The sides that lift the refills, I can't remember how it worked now, Mark, but yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Ooh. This should be our road here. Hey, whoa! I've never seen that before. Magic car. The big chute on the rear, that rings a bell. You didn't know they drove on the left in Canada. I also didn't know their cars could levitate into a full 180 degree loop like that either, Rona. Doors on the sides open. A nice little farmyard in there, isn't it? I haven't seen that one before. Let's bet you that's our BGA. Yes, it's in here somewhere. Depends on the size of herd as well. I did over 2,000 wraps this year. Not much compared to some, but a lot for you. Yeah. I hear ya. I hear ya. Right, let's just ping this so I know where we're going. Oops. Over here. Oh, which one's it dumping into? Oh, let's tag it. Ooh, alright, well, we'll see what we can find. This could be a little bit confusing. Surely there's not a trigger in the middle, is there? That's where it says we need to go, but are they both? I'm guessing they're both attached. So we can put it in one or the other. We'll find out in a sec. Wish me luck. Oh, they're disappearing. That's good. Hopefully they're disappearing and it's going to tell us contract. Yeah, 62% completed. Alright. Let's just do this. Get that one in properly. Ah, that button. Right. Go back and get some more. Get it completed. I was up in the hills around us down to 12 bales an hour. I had to bail downhill most of the time as there was only one or two places you go to climb to the top. Sounds like an adventure to me. Meanwhile, flat as a pancake around our world. So is there anything else anyone would like looked at on the Goweil stuff while we've got a little bit more time? Right, just while we're driving back, I've got a little message to play. Thanks to G-Portal for sponsoring today, so I'll be back in just a sec.
Thank you for this video. If you are wanting the most reliable multiplayer servers for Farming Simulator, then look no further than Gportal. Their servers are designed with the gamer in mind, providing you with the ultimate gaming experience whether on PC, Xbox or PlayStation. Gportal servers are built for speed, delivering lightning fast gameplay so you can enjoy Farming Simulator without any lag. Plus, they offer top-notch security measures to ensure your data is always safe and secure. I've relied on Gportal to host all my multiplayer servers for some time now. West Australia, Hana, Indiana with the Farm Sim Guy, and of course the Logging League are all provided by Gportal, and they continue to deliver a fast, reliable multiplayer experience. Gportal provide a range of server settings for Farming Simulator, from 4 up to 16 players, a range of server locations around the world, and up to 25 gigabytes of mod space for all of those fancy tractors and trucks. One of the best things about Gportal is their 24/7 customer service. Whether you have questions about setting up your server or need assistance during gameplay, the support team is always there to help. Managing your server has never been easier with Gportal's user-friendly control panel. You can easily set up your server, manage your settings, and monitor your gameplay in real time. If you're looking for a new server, use the link in the description to save 10% on your new server. Thank you again to Gportal for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to the farming.
So there you go, you didn't miss anything, just driven down the road, no crashes or anything like that to report. We'll get back down and get the rest of these bales loaded up. Pallet handling, not a thing, Yos. Just use this fantastic mod on Mod Hub, easy lift pallets. Easy as. Even works with the platinum pallets if you get the right one. Right, no crashes for sure. None whatsoever. Straight through the stop sign. Alright, so we've got a fair few bales still to pick up. We've actually got the full bale trailer down there. I need to figure out what we're going to do to get that done. Let's turn this back on. There we go. Now hopefully we can drive down the middle, pick up both sides at once, or none at all. At least both sides on once on one side for a few of them. There we go. So, yep, so once again, thank you Gportal for your sponsorship and support of the channel. It is very much appreciated, and proud to be associated with them. They are really lifting the bar for Farming Simulator servers, so anyone who's played on our multiplayer servers will know it's been a pretty good experience so far. So worth checking out if you want to go and get a if you want to set up your own server. Hello Don, how are you? Loving this series. I lived in Chilliwack as a child. Glad to catch a live stream. Oh, welcome mate. Pleasure to have you here. It blown my mind how many people are associated, connected to this region. It's been fascinating actually to see how many people there were. It shouldn't be much of a surprise when you look at it on Google Earth. It's a pretty densely populated area, so well, we're gonna get all of them? No. Yes, we will. It's 34, isn't it? Oh, I didn't see the hidden one. Darn you. That's right. Now, let's see if we can have an auto drive course up there or not. Yeah, no, it's been a fun map to be on, and yeah, interesting to see, like I said, how many people have some sort of connection or affection to Chilliwack. And I'd like to think my pronunciation of it's got a little bit better as we've gone. Let's see, do we have the BGA as an option for delivering to? Doesn't look like it. Let's just have a quick look on the map. I need to do this. I need to do that. No. Alright, it's only the bottom half of the map that's got auto drive on it. That's right. We'll go and sell these ones on our own. Doesn't take too long at 65 miles per hour. Enough time to play a short little ad from G-Portal. Happy days. So, show of hands, in fact we could do a poll, but who was on the fence about getting the DLC and has changed their mind after seeing it and will be getting a copy? Or who already had the Year 2 Season Pass? Mainly interested to know who was waiting to see what it was actually like once it had been played with and was going to then pick up a copy. When it's on sale you might. You get 10% off it at the moment actually, Anzac, for the Goweil DLC if you go through the Giant store. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Convince you with the automation video. Nice. You're already sprung for Year 2 bovine. Likely to end up with the pack if anything. At least one the second key I play on the machine for the kids, maybe not. You've got it, Mike. I gave you a copy the other day. Did we not? Oh, so that's gone on the kids one, right? Haha, gotcha. Just brought the, not for this DLC, but might need it for multiplayer. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, cool. I've always been careful to try and avoid putting DLC on multiplayer servers, because I know, you know, there's reasons other than not liking the DLC why people might not have it, so always something to consider. Alright, we'll unload this one. And I did say we were going to give away 2 copies, so we'll do another one in just a second. Oh, I need to press Y first. And drop that there. Haha. Oh, 96%. I don't know if I want to put them all in. Will we get paid for them? That's a lot of extra bales if we've get. Oh, which. No, that's done it for the right contract, hasn't it? The big one. Wow, that's a lot of extra bales then. Right, let's see. Let's try and put these last 4 in and see what happens. Oh, superstring stone. There we go, contract done. Well, we'll keep hold of those extra bales, thank you. Thank you very much. They will go a long way to helping us make some more cow chow. Good, good. Only 15, thought it was 25 or something. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad on its own. It's the year 2 season pass, which is a bit more pricey, but of course you do get 3 more DLC drops plus an expansion with a new map later in the year, so. Alright, on our way back, we are going to go for one more giveaway. And hashtag one fan. Hashtag one fan, and put that in there. Makes it sound like I've only got one fan, doesn't it? Make sure it's all one word, no spaces. Hashtag one fan. Why is it still showing up with all those extra names in there? That's alright. Hashtag Floyd. And hashtag Chilliwack. Is Floyd watching at the moment? Both one? Oh, Anzac. That's harsh. PC only, by the way. Yes, thank you for clarifying that. Yes, it is PC only. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Argsy rules. Love it, Scooter. He is. I'll get one of the boys wanted to say hi to him. See if he can come past and say hello. You know you're the only FS guy for me. Cheers, mate. What am I doing? Well, we've just finished a contract with some bales. We've got one more to do, but we are actually at the end of our stream, so we're just heading back to the farm, or back to the fields we were doing the contracts in. We'll park things up, but if you put hashtag one fan in chat, a chance to win a copy of the Goweil DLC. Standalone pack, not the year 2 season pass, for PC only, of course. Look at how many extra bales we've ended up with. That's pretty impressive, actually, when I think about it. Doing it all again tomorrow for an hour or so with the Farm Sim guy, Nikki. So feel free to join that one. You're able to. 7 AM my time, so the same time this stream started. 2 hours prior to now. In 22 hours. I do have the other contract too, runner, I know. I could use these bales to probably go and complete that contract. But I still need to wrap and bale over there. So it took me longer than I thought, but I suppose we did clown around a little bit with the different tools and trying to figure out if we could use them or not. Oh, that's unfortunate, Nikki. Sorry to hear that. Carter, come here for a sec. Say hello to Floyd. Hang on. Here's the camera. There it is.
Hello, Floyd.
Right. We'll unload this and then we'll do that giveaway. Magic. Perfect. That worked out how I hoped it would. That's a lot of bales. 34, and they are, what, 3,000 litres each. So there's about 100,000 litres of silage on there, which is good. Help for our cow chow. Right. Let's just jump back into Nightbot, go back and watch the combi in action later. Yeah, I mean the combi's interesting actually. Floyd says highs back, nice. The combi's interesting just the way it animates, because it's got this Basically got a hole in the middle. It's got an adjustable hitch. That's the other thing. So, oops. Super strength. I didn't realise it was dragging on the ground, but you can actually use the which is it? Right mouse button to raise and lower the hitch, which is good. Very handy. But yeah, that's a good baler. Worked well. A small bales, only 3,000 litres each, but it is what it is. Anyhow, right. Let us roll it. If you've not entered hashtag #1fan, I'll give you 10 seconds to do that. Otherwise, we're going to hit roll and see who has won. He was happy to meet both the little Argsies yesterday. Nice. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And there we go. Another one of our regular viewers. Scooter's Workbench. Congrats, mate. There you go. Goweil DLC coming your way. Argsy rules. So, well, Chinook rules because he gave us a very generous super chat earlier, super sticker that will I'll be putting towards buying those two. So thank you, Chinook. Anyhow, that is us done for another day. I'll probably cancel that contract. This was just as a way of doing this, so I'll keep the grass I've got. We'll cancel that other contract and just move on with the farm. We'll be back later in the week on Chilliwack to get all our silage finished off and back to our regular scheduling. Tomorrow morning at 7 AM my time, which is 2 hours prior to now. The same time the stream started today, we're going to be with the Farm Sim guy on a multiplayer server, just having a play around with it as well. Maybe seeing how some of those functions could work for on a multiplayer server, what might be the best ways to set things up. Probably have a play around with the stationary balers, we were talking about it. Maybe get a field of silage, maybe some maize set up that we can run around and use a forage harvester on, get some of that put into the back of there, and yeah, just figure out the best way to do that. So that is the plan. Anyhow, thank you all very much for tuning in today. Again, thank you to G Portal for sponsoring today's stream. If you're looking for a server, use the link in the description and you can save 10% off your purchase. So go and check that out. Otherwise, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and look forward to catching up with hopefully a lot of you tomorrow. Anyhow, until next time, see you later. Bye.